Every time Samsung releases a new tablet, in this case the Tab S9 Plus, people automatically rush to buy the newest option. But sometimes you need to ask yourself if the features in the new tablet justify the added cost. So today we're going to talk about why, if you're looking for a tablet, you should still consider buying the Tab S8 Plus. And thank you to Best Buy for sponsoring a portion of this video. For full transparency, I bought the Tab S8 with my own money. It wasn't given or gifted to me. I also purchased the Tab S9 Plus because I want to be able to shoot a detailed comparison. And the first reason to still consider buying the Tab S8 Plus is the price. Right now, you can buy it new for $799, which is $200 less than the Tab S9 Plus. So you're immediately looking at 20% off. If you're willing to buy an open box model, you can get it for as low as $562, which is almost half off. But what about the new features? As far as size, there's no upgrade with the newer model, so you're still getting a 12.4-inch display and the dimensions are virtually identical. The design has also stayed pretty much the same: flat edges, curved corners, 4 AKG tuned speakers, and a USB-C for charging and connecting accessories. Both devices support Wi-Fi 6E, and the newer Tab S9 Plus offers Bluetooth 5.3 versus 5.2, but that's not really anything that would make me upgrade or spend more money. But one area that may be important to you is that the Tab S9 Plus has an IP68 rating. So you're getting dust resistance and then water resistance in up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Now, I don't typically use my tablets in environments where that's a real risk, but if you do, this feature is definitely something that you should consider. But for biometric authentication, the Tab S8 Plus has the same options as the newer model. So an on-display fingerprint sensor or facial recognition with a front-facing camera. As far as the displays, the Tab S8 Plus has one of the best displays that I've seen on a tablet. It's a 12.4-inch, 120Hz Super AMOLED display with support for HDR10+. We're getting the same resolution as the new model, the same aspect ratio, and the same pixel density. And the only difference that we notice is that the Tab S9 Plus has a dynamic AMOLED 2X display. So I'm curious to see if the difference is noticeable and meaningful. A dynamic AMOLED 2X is considered to be better technology because it offers better contrast, better color accuracy, and reduced blue light emission. Now, before we get to processing power and battery life, where we will see some important updates, what if you're looking for a Samsung Galaxy Book to pair up with your tablet and you want to save some money? That brings me to today's sponsor, Best Buy, and their back-to-school deals. Right now, you can save up to $300 on select Samsung Galaxy Book laptops. They come with the 13th gen Intel chips, so you know they can handle whatever you throw at them. And there are 2-in-1 options if you're looking for a more versatile device. Best Buy also has weekly and daily deals on their extensive selection of gaming PCs, laptops, and accessories from manufacturers like Alienware, Asus, MSI, Razer, and several others. And a lot of times you're also able to find open box items that are even more heavily discounted. Best Buy has a price match guarantee. There are exclusive offers for My Best Buy members. They have fast delivery options, or you can schedule an in-store pickup if that works better for you. So if you're looking to save some money on your back to school shopping, if you're looking for a gift, or if you're just picking up something for yourself, make sure to first check out Best Buy's back to school and top deals for some great discounts. And thank you to Best Buy for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now, moving on to processing power, I've been happy with the performance of my Tab S8 Plus, which I've had since the day it was released, which is about a year and a half ago. Now, of course, one of the important upgrades with the Tab S9 Plus is the newer, more powerful, and more efficient Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. Now, as far as performance, we're seeing improvements for both single and multi-core performance. We're also seeing enhanced GPU performance with the latest chip, and this additional capacity will provide a better user experience when performing resource-intensive tasks like video editing or when playing more demanding games. Now, this is an area where not every user is the same. So if you regularly push your tablet to the limit, then additional performance is valuable. But if you're simply using your tablet to browse the web, to go on social media and consume content, then you're unlikely to notice any difference between the two. Keep in mind that having additional headroom in terms of performance is nice, especially as the tablet ages, but it really comes down to how often you replace your gear. I use my Tab S8 Plus for all the games that I usually play, so games like PUBG and Genshin, and it has worked really well for me so far. Now, battery life is another story altogether. I've been happy with the Tab S8 Plus battery, and there's been no upgrade in terms of capacity with the Tab S9 Plus. It's still 10,090 mAh, but there's no question that the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip makes a noticeable difference in terms of battery life. We're also getting a new vapor cooling chamber for better heat dissipation, so I'm super excited for my detailed battery test and fully expect the newer lineup to come out ahead. Now, both tablets run Android 13 and One UI 5, so you're getting the same set of features, and both are great for multitasking with pop-up windows and 3 tiled apps running at the same time. Now, of course, the Tab S8 Plus originally came with Android 12 and One UI 4, so you are going to get longer support if you buy the newer tablet. But again, you need to decide if that extra year of support is worth the extra money. Now, I love using DeX on my Tab S8 Plus because it offers a very similar user experience to what I get on a laptop or a desktop. I get desktop icons, a taskbar, and floating windows. I can even attach an external display, keyboard, and mouse, and run a super capable dual display setup. Another thing that I can do is use my Tab S8 Plus as a second display for my Windows desktop or laptop with Samsung's second screen. And this is a great feature when I travel or even if I'm getting some work done at a coffee shop. Now, when we look at dedicated accessories, the Tab S8 Plus has 2 keyboard options from Samsung. So it really depends on which layout you prefer. Do you want the more sturdy book covered keyboard slim without a trackpad? Or do you like the original book cover keyboard where you have a trackpad, you can separate the keyboard and still protect the back, and you can secure the S Pen while it's charging? And speaking of the S Pen, the Tab S8 Plus comes with a Bluetooth-enabled S Pen, which works great. The newer Tab S9 Plus comes with a newer version of the S Pen, which has IP68 rating for water and dust resistance, just like the new tablet. It can also be charged regardless of which direction you place it on the back, which is nice to have, but not really a deciding factor for me. As far as cameras, their rear-facing ultra-wide camera was upgraded from 6 megapixels to 8 megapixels. The main one is still 13 megapixels, and the selfie camera remains at 12 megapixels. For me, cameras on tablets are not super important because I'm always going to have better options on my phone, and my phone is also much more convenient to use. I mostly use the cameras on my tablets for scanning documents and for video calls, so again, this wouldn't really be a reason for me to upgrade. As far as configurations, the Tab S8 Plus is available with 128, 256, and 512 gigabytes of storage. You can relatively inexpensively add up to 1 terabyte of internal storage using the micro SD card slot. This should give you plenty of storage for the files, apps, and games that you need. Now, there's no question that the newer Tab S9 Plus offers some advantages over the older model, but depending on the price difference, I still think that the Tab S8 Plus is an outstanding tablet and a fantastic value even today. Now you should check out this comparison. Click on my face to subscribe. You know what I always say, buy it nice or buy it twice. Good luck and see you soon.